2 days after we got married, Carla suggested we sell everything, buy a boat and set sail. A year later we did just that. In the Canaries we picked up our naked sailor, Dobby. This is our adventure. As the coffee cup went all over the floor. Damn!
That's the day starting well, isn't it?
Right. At least it didn't break.
No, it's a strong cup, see? So welcome to week 30.
Yes, and we're going to try and have a much more positive week this week.
Yeah, and thank you very much everyone for all your comments. It really made a difference because you kind of lift us, you know, with all your comments on bad week we were having. So thank you.
Yes, I mean, you know, last week wasn't a complete write-off, but we just didn't seem to be able to get in the flow of things. So this week we're going to do lots of little jobs all around the place. In fact, we forgot the cameras yesterday, didn't we? And we did a lot of little jobs up in the front cabin. Yeah. And then we're going to move on to starting on the engine installation and see how we can get on with that. So we do quite a bit of work down in here. This is the main pump for the water system, and I put these two fittings in here. This is a fitting for a pipe, this is a block, so I guess that one's a spare. It's going to come around here. I have to get another fitting for here, and then it's going up here into a expansion tank, basically a pressure vessel, so that it keeps the pressure there, and then it goes off to the system. And the bilge pump's going down in here. It's going to get wired into this box, and this is the bilge pump exhaust pipe that pumps it overboard. Now I'm going to just work out which cable is which, because one of these is for the bilge pump and one of them is for the so I've got a switch in here, and basically this is going to switch the bilge pump from automatic to manual. So if you find you've got water in there, for some reason it's not going, you can flick it to manual and suck it out. I use all these Wagon connectors, which are very good. Wow, fantastic. Okay, we have to leave this now. We haven't got any more bits.
You're going to put the bilge properly in the way or not?
No, I'm going to wait till this is glued in properly and then put it in. Yeah. And when it's glued in properly, we'll put the pipe on, which we can heat up to bend it.
Do you need all this length?
No, I'm going to cut it. Cut it about here and bend it in.
We're doing well today. We did very well yesterday. Yesterday we did just an enormous amount of little bits, but we are doing the same today. We're finding some problems that we have just to find solutions for. I suppose that's how it is. And then yeah, tomorrow or Thursday we are moving on into the engine or electrics. We haven't decided yet which one we're going to tackle first, but it will probably be the engine because Simon ordered all these pipes and they are all here, so we are going to start fitting them in and see what happens. At least we are more positive this week. Yeah.
Here we go. This is the door to go on the back access panel for the rudder. Here we go again. Okay. So we have to put a couple of wedges on the back.
And how do you pull it?
I have to put one of those button clips in on here. By the time midweek came around, we decided to start on the engine installation. First item on the list is the fuel pipe filler. Right, tap the holes and then lag it up and put it in. We're going to have to get rid of this pipe, which is a breather pipe, which they'll take it out. I'll take it out. And they're putting it in on the other side because this is a very sensible place to put it, to be honest. Too much going on here. Okay, fantastic. And he's even got diesel written the right way around, which I think is rather good. I think what we'll have to do is cut it in 2 stages, cut a rough cut so that we can get it in there, because at the moment it's too big to fit, and then cut it to the actual length that we need.
Are you struggling?
Yeah. I know.
It's never a good idea.
Never.
It was a big job, wasn't it?
Yeah. Okay, well hopefully that will be fuel proof. Okay, we can still get at those. Don't think I could have done a better job.
So I'm gonna leave these ones here, and that one, those ones that loose. So if you want to go there, you have some space, and if you want to go and sort some pipes from the bathroom, because they are all under there, you can go too. Yeah, still have half to finish.
So this is the holding tank for the rear toilet, and we're going to put an inspection hatch in here. It's proper Vita's inspection hatch. So that's my task. So this is the ring that goes on the inside, and I've cut these notches out here, and then that will just go through there. But if I drop it, I'm buggered. So, okay, and then this, it's got a gasket on the back, but I've also put some Sikaflex on it. Or too many fingers, too many hands. So I'm having to put this right angled fitting in the bottom of the soil tank here, the holding tank, so that the pipe can come out, so that it can go out to the ocean, or B, it can be sucked out through the normal system. But I can't get at it from underneath, and because the drill's too long. So I've come up with this little idea, which is this right angled screwdriver attachment, which is pretty standard, but then I've got this socket going on the end of it, and on the end of that I can just place the cutter. Now this is probably completely overstressing this little piece, so I'm taking it really steady, but it seems to be the best way to cut the hole, and so far I've done one and it's worked perfectly. I did lose this inside the tank because it sort of flew through, but I got it out with a magnet. So we're going for the second one now. So the first one's over here. I'm going to put the second one just here. There's a nice empty piece. This is just a piece of angle iron. It doesn't go all the way. Go far enough back so that we can get the thing on it. Okay, that was it. We're through. Now we have to clean off all the burr, get rid of all the bits of rubbish everywhere, because this has to seal perfectly.
So I have to put my hand inside the hole?
Oh. To get the fitting in place, we send a stiff draw wire up through the hole in the base of the tank, and then send the fitting down the wire.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Let me pull that through. Okay. Drop that in and get it into the hole. Okay. Sikaflex, hold up.
Oh my gosh, this is going to be black everywhere inside, isn't it?
Yeah.
I hate this black stuff. And it's harder to come out of tube, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very heavy duty, thick. Okay, this is
yeah, this is going to be a very delicate operation. Is it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Can I take my finger off?
Yeah. Here it is. And that worked perfectly.
What's the matter?
Ah dear, it's going to be a difficult one to get on.
Did you have easier ones?
I haven't had any easy ones, have I?
These Jubilee clips, we have like bags full of, like big bags full of those. And I thought we are going to have Jubilee clips for life, but these are the last ones. So Simon's going to have to order some more. Unbelievable how much he is. Unbelievable.
So here's our pipe coming out the bottom of the holding tank, and it goes up there and up into this little area up in here and out the boat.
You're going to need Jubilee clips now.
Well, we're going to need Jubilee clips and some other stuff.
What is the other stuff?
Knife, and there's some black T-pieces in that box.
So what's happening with the computer there?
That's because this is the diagram for the connections to the Clarifier, and there's about 5 connections, so it's kind of a bit complicated, so I'm borrowing that so I can make sure I get it in the right way. This is the Colorifier, which basically will take 2 things. One, hot water from the little boiler we have here, the Webesco, and that will feed through it, and also it'll take in the cold water from the tank and then send out hot water, kind of just like you would in a traditional house which has a boiler like this. So here we have the feed coming in from the pump, an illumination tank. This is splitting off and going to the rear cabin, and this feed is going into the Clarifier. So this is the hot feed going out for the Clarifier. This attaches to the Clarifier. This goes out, feeds the front of the boat and the rear of the boat, and this one goes up to the expansion tank, so that when the pressure builds up, there's somewhere for that pressure to be relieved. I'll show you that in a moment. So here we go. This is the hot water comes out of here. This is the water that you'll get out of your tap. First thing it does is goes up into the expansion box. So inside here is like a big rubber balloon, and if the pressure builds up, it blows up inside. So it doesn't necessarily have any water in it. It could just have air in it. And then this goes off down to this T-junction. This one goes to the rear cabin. That one goes to the front cabin, front bathroom, and the galley. So there we go. It's looking pretty good. Okay, that's in.
Baby's in.
Yeah, so two things to do now is we have to connect it to this, which is the boiler, the Webesco, and also connect the immersion heater, which is in the back here, which will be going to the shore power. So we could actually run a cable for that, run it up here and along here and through the O where they all go. Fantastic. So we're just putting in the 240 volt cable for the immersion heater, so that when the boat is connected to shore power, the immersion heater will heat the hot water supply. But I'm putting it in a bit of trunking for the last bit because it's going next door to the hot pipes, and though you know this is heat resistant, I wouldn't like it to very, very slowly melt away and then one day it goes pop. So this will just protect it and take away that heat. So these are hot pipes here. You've got this heater here, and this is a hot pipe. Obviously it's great when you start connecting the wiring up because it's kind of...
The end is coming.
Yeah, you feel like you're finishing something.